Hello friends. A while back I posted a reel where I showed a little gift bag that I made, and I gave it to a friend with a baby gift. And I had comments asking me to show how to do that. So I made this bag today and I made a little video tutorial, and I'm going to show you how I made it. I thrifted this little piece of fabric, but you can see that it was already cut. So I'm just cutting a piece as big as I can possibly cut out of this. It doesn't have enough for straps, so I needed to find some contrasting fabric for straps. And then I also need just a couple small pieces for the facing at the top of the bag, and we need to cut 2 of them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do French seams. So with wrong sides together, we're going to sew the side and the bottom. Then trim the seam to about 1/8 of an inch. Now turn the bag around and push out the corners, and you're going to want to iron it at this point so that you can get a nice crisp seam. We're going to make French seams now, and you've got right sides together, and you're going to sew along the same seams along the bottom and one side. You're going to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance here. Now we want to make the box corners. So you pull out the corner, matching the seams to each other. You just feel it with your fingers and then sew along, and you can make that box corner as big or as small as you want to make it. I usually do mine about 2.5 inches, and then do the same on the other corner, and then flip your bag around and you've got French seams and you've got 2 box corners. Now we need to make the straps. Press down on both sides of each strap about 1/2 inch, and then fold it in half and sew along the open edge, and that gives you a strap. Do this for both straps. Now take one strap, attach it to one side of the outside of the bag, right sides together, and tack it down, and do the same on the other side. I like to backstitch for strong handles. And now your handle straps are attached. Now we're going to do the facing. So we need to put that piece along the top of the bag. Take your 2 strips that are your facing. You're going to make a seam along one end and then match it to the top of the bag. I don't even measure it. I just lay it right across the bag and I compare it that way. And you're going to make the second seam allowance, so it should be the same size as the top of the bag. Now we'll try it on and pull it snugly and make sure that it fits properly. If not, make adjustments to the seams. You can pin that or just sew it together like it is. You're going to sew right side to right side from the facing to the bag. After that's sewn, on the wrong side, you're going to press that seam allowance toward the facing. And then after that's pressed, press the facing down into the bag and press it again. That gives you a nice crisp edge. And then we're going to top stitch about 1/4 inch from the top of the bag. And you're going to stitch right through the facing and the bag. And there you can see the top stitch. And now the only thing left to do is tuck in a 1/2 inch on the facing, press it down, sew it down, and you've got a bag. So you can make one too.